arc. Alright guys, so here's the setup. We have my 16 amp breaker box, which feeds in through a switch here that I can turn it on and off remotely, going into the fluorescent lighting ballast that I removed the igniter system from. And that goes up here onto the bench into the microwave oven transformer, and the output of that, one end which comes out of the secondary coil, comes over here and is on the stick, and then the other end is, you can't see it, but that's under there, it's connected directly to the case. So I have the wire going onto this stick, insulating plastic so I don't electrocute myself, and on the end I have a TIG welding electrode. One more thing, I will be wearing these shade number 5 welding goggles while I'm doing it because the arc will be extremely bright. Alright, here we go. I've got the chicken stick. Power is on. Here we go. You can see the nice arcs that it forms. I can only get maybe about 2 inches of arc. Not sure why it's performing so poorly. We'll have to take a look at that. Alright, so everything's unplugged and it's safe to go near. The transformer is not even warm, which is good because I'm running it at a quarter of the power that it can usually output. Now, if you see up there on that, on the copper, there's this weird sort of white oxide coating. Now, I'm not sure if that's actually the tungsten coming off, but it shouldn't be because you can use tungstens for TIG welding. I think it might be the copper oxidizing, or I'm not entirely sure what that is. Yeah, might sand that off from both things and give it another go. Alright, I think I've got it working better, so let's see some more arcs. Alright, got the chicken stick. Power's on, goggles on, and ready to go. Oh, come on, surely I can get better than that. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Alright, let's go off the top. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, let's see what sort of arc I can actually maintain. Not a whole lot. Alright, let's turn her off. Alright, that second run was a lot more successful, so let's again have a look. The tungsten appears to be a lot less oxidized. I think the trick there was not letting it heat up as much by dead shorting it. The top of the copper is pretty black, which is, I think, part of the reason why I couldn't get those top arcs to work very well, except off the sides, but... Alright, now, this wouldn't really be right if I didn't try it at least once without the ballast, so... this is the transformer going full bore. Can't do too much of this, it'll burn the bugger out, but let's give it a crack. Just chicken stick in hand. Power is on. Goggles on, and here we go. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's considerably larger. Looks more like a flamethrower now. Oof. Let's see how high I can go vertical. Oh, much higher. 20 centimeters. Maybe not that much. That one might have been. arc. Alright, that probably got the tungsten a little too toasty, but look at that, that was a good one. Much harder to maintain the arcs going this way. Show it a better angle for the camera. As you can see, the hot air in the arc rises. So it's very hard to maintain it horizontally, but if you go vertical, the hot air wants to keep it. That's good to know. Ooh, there we go. That was probably 15 centimeters of sustained arc. I didn't realize it would make such a big difference which orientation you're doing it in. Alright, that's probably enough. The tungsten is glowing. And one more. Oh, I hear smoke. That is my cue to kill it. Power off. Unplugged. Alright, well, I don't know if you heard that, but something in that transformer was toasting, so hopefully I didn't fry it. Probably shouldn't have gone for that last pull, should I? Alright, well that was the unballasted arc. Alright, thankfully it would appear I didn't fry anything too important. It's much warmer than it was before, but I don't think I actually broke anything, which is nice. This is a lot more cooked. So is the electrode. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna pack it up. That was a good proof of concept. And you can actually smell on the air. It smells almost acidic. You can smell the ozone and the oxides of nitrogen that have been produced. So I think this will definitely work for what I want to do. Just gotta sort of engineer the system a bit better so it sustains the arc without frying the transformer. But overall, that was a fun little experiment, and do not try it at home because it is very dangerous and stupid. Those transformers put out a high voltage and current. If you were to touch either of those, you're basically dead. So these are not to be played around with, even though I just spent 20 minutes playing around with it. I wouldn't do this unless you actually had some sort of project in mind that you wanted to do it for. In fact, I wouldn't do this at all for anybody. But if you do it, it's very important. Don't go anywhere near it until you're unplugged. Use a chicken stick. Make sure it's not a wood one. Make sure it's plastic, because wood, if it gets a little damp, can actually conduct. So do not use wood. And just use common sense. Don't touch the live wires. Don't go near it when it's plugged in at all. So thanks for watching. Overall, this was a good little test. Had some fun. So yeah, see ya next time.